Hello, friends. God love you. I love you. No weapons formed against our expansion or communion with God will ever prosper. This message is about telling the truth. When I was doing meditation, the message that came to me was the truth will set you free. Okay. Any lie or any foundation that is built on a lie is absolutely going to crumble. Okay. This is a fact. My marriage was built on the lie, okay? For 20 years, I was lied to nonstop. And the beginning of it was the biggest signal that I absolutely endured. I met my ex in the military, okay? And he wasn't in the military very long. He actually got kicked out of the military via a court-martial. Up until the moment that I was actually sitting in a court-martial, and a court-martial sounds like what it is. Someone is going to a military court setup, and they are producing whatever type of facts, and you get a judgment. And his judgment was he ended up going to the brig, which is like military jail, okay? Up until the moment that I was literally sitting in the court-martial, the reason why I was told that he was there was not the truth. This is why for 20 years, on and off, it was like a roller coaster, okay? What else had happened was, because of all of the lies, it had me questioning my own intuition. God would give me insights and God would give me downloads. And when I would bring them to his attention, obviously, because they were true, they were the truth, he would say, no, that's not true. That's a lie, right? Had me questioning my intuition the entire time. Whenever anything is built on a lie, just because someone is lying in their head, just because people do things, and I'm talking about the Matrix now, just because things are done in the dark, unbeknownst to us, God is always going to find a way to reveal them. Because God is an amazing God, and God likes to put on a show, right? We can see it in the world today with all of the truths coming to light about the food being poisoned and like the chemtrails and everything that's happening in the world. All of that is coming to light. Why? Because of all the deception that has been happening. Okay? It is very important to know that we are not just in a world operating on our own accord. This world was actually created by the creator that knows all, that sees all, that sees everything that is happening. God is the fly on the wall that no one thinks is paying attention to conversations being had about people and things that they are not there to listen to and hear, right? And see. Because God is so amazing, God will allow the fabrications to be built because God likes to be entertained and put on a show. So the fabrications can be built big and big and big. And this is why you can see in history, right, that civilizations have crumbled because of deception, because of lies. So what is this message about? Be your best version all the time. I am my best version for God all the time. I may not have been as tapped in and as I am right now, but I absolutely have no distractions and nothing to keep my connection from God severed. And this is why I'm constantly telling you, friends, to respect your vessel and respect and honor your temple. Because when you get the insights and the downloads, the cleaner your vessel is, and the more you commune with God, the insights and the downloads will come. So be honest and be truthful. Nothing built on a lie is ever going to last. The foundations will always crumble. Even when I was the one that ended my marriage, that's not the story that was told to everybody else. And I can clearly see, plain as day, in that next relationship that he jumped into, all of the up and downs that they have had, because that was built on a lie. Because I was the one that broke up in a relationship, but that's not the story that was told. Hence, a lie was formed, the foundation is not steady. It is not firm. Whenever there are lies, know that there's two people. There's always two sides to a story. People are like, there's three sides to a story. No, when you talk to me, there's two sides to the story, because the story that I have observed and I have perceived and that I speak is through God's eyes, right? My heart is not one of deception. My heart is not one of manipulation, and I do not lie. Okay, I speak the truth. I work for God. Y'all see that pin on the top of my page? God is hiring all the time. Anytime we want to work for God, you're going to speak the truth. You're going to embody God's energy, and you are going to walk that path. And it will be a lonely one, right? Because everybody is not down with speaking the truth. Everybody is not down with living their life the godly way, okay? When you don't live your life the godly way, God is going to reveal all, okay? That is the truth. That is the message. And if you don't believe so, just look at your life. If you've ever lied to anyone about anything, check back in your memory Rolodex and see how that worked for you. Okay, that is the message. Hopefully everybody that watched this message embody God's truth and live a just life. Because when you do, God just performs miracles for you day in and day out. And if you want your life to be miraculous, you will always do the right thing. I love doing the right thing, right? Because the way my memory's set up, I cannot remember lies. So I just stick to the truth anyway. That is the message. God love you, friends. I love you. Have a super awesome, wonderful day from wherever you're watching from. Bye.